What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this makeup look right here. It's a very nice, light, natural, yet beat glam makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really like it. It's mostly just the face. I don't include the eyes because, as well as showing you guys how to get this look, I'm also recreating a look. I'll put it on screen now. It's this look by Kylie Jenner, but also it is the campaign for her powders, which I ordered and I'm trying out in this video for the first time. So if you guys want to see all that good stuff, then keep on watching. So because this is a very base makeup type tutorial, we're actually going to prep the skin. Because I'm really sick, I want to brighten the skin. It's been a little dull, so I'm actually prepping it with a little bit of Sea Rush moisturizer. I've already applied this all over my face, but it's really great to put down your neck and your chest. This is just going to ensure that all the skin is nice and even. So now we're nice and hydrated and I feel much better. So I'm going to move on to priming my skin, and I've been obsessed with the new Ole Henriksen primer. This is the Banana Bright primer. It's incredible, guys. So I'm just taking a little bit on my fingertips and I'm going to work that all over the skin. As I mentioned, I am a little sick, so I want to brighten the skin, give it that luminosity, and just really hydrate it. So this has vitamin C and E inside, as well as banana powder, which gives it that nice pigment. It's actually going to brighten the skin as well as hydrate it, and also just give it that luminosity. It leaves the skin really dewy. It doesn't mattify, but it gives it that nice base for makeup. You can actually wear this underneath makeup, as I'm doing today. You can wear it on its own. I do that all the time. Straight after my moisturizer, I will just apply this just to give me a nice glow to the skin. And you can actually put this on top of makeup to rehydrate it if you're having a nice natural makeup look day and you want to brighten the skin or add a little bit of a highlight. It is stunning on top of makeup, as well as giving the skin a healthy glow. It actually helps with fine lines and wrinkles, and it has a soft focus effect, so it's perfect as a beautiful primer underneath makeup. I'm going to follow up with some Banana Bright eye cream, again from Ole Henriksen. This is a must for me. It's so beautiful. It has again that banana pigment, and it brightens the under eyes, which I definitely need right now. I've been suffering with horrible skin due to this flu that I've had for the past week. So these two in combination with the Sea Rush cream has been my go-to. The primer is good for all skin types, and it's actually available in Boots right now. So if you haven't checked it out, in the UK we have Ole Henriksen in Boots, which is amazing, and I'm just so obsessed with this primer. The glow is so pretty and the skin feels very smooth, so I'm really excited to put makeup on top of this. Let me just hydrate my lips a little bit. So I'm going to be trying out and using the new Kylie Cosmetics powders. I have yet to try them. I ordered them in and I have 2 shades. Still have to do our base makeup for now. So let me just get started with that and then try these babies out later. Along with the powders, I actually ordered 2 new concealers. I've tried her concealers before, but I ordered 2 new shades because I am a little lighter right now. So I purchased Pinenut and Ivory. So Pinenut is the top one and this is Ivory. I think I'm going to try out Pinenut first and see how I go with that. These are really lovely concealers. They're quite light in texture. They don't feel really thick. I've tried them before, but if you guys haven't and you'd like to, I do recommend them. If you feel like you need a really full glam type Tarte Shape Tape concealer, this is definitely not it. This is a really good match for my current skin tone. So I'm guessing if I want to brighten the under eye a bit later, I might just try Ivory. So far so good. I really am glad I got that shade. So let's move on to doing a little bit of foundation. This is the Vanish foundation from Hourglass. The Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation is very full coverage, so we're only going to apply a little bit. I have grown to love this foundation. I've noticed the more you apply, it doesn't look as good, so apply a little bit at a time and see how that goes. I don't think people really realize how full coverage this is, so try to work in smaller sections. So again, just dabbing this into the skin. You want to make the skin look as flawless as possible, so less is more. My skin has definitely been breaking out since I've been sick. It's just not been a cute situation. So let's apply a little bit of Ivory just underneath the eyes. around the mouth where I get a little red. And a little bit on the center. Are there any concealers you guys recommend? I'm a huge concealer person, so I'd love to try some of your favorites. Concealer has to be my favorite thing. It makes all the difference. So now it's time for the powder. So I got two shades. I got the shade yellow, which is this one, and then I also got the translucent shade because I felt that was a little safe. So I'm gonna go in with yellow straight underneath the eyes, and then we're going to try the translucent for the face. These are meant for both baking and just dusting on the skin, so I'm going to do both. Let me go in and put this yellow shade underneath the eye. So let's dab the concealer, freshen it up before we apply the powder. So the yellow is quite pigmented, and I'm just going to go against the nose as well. It looks very smooth, is the only way I can explain it. There's been powders where I've applied it with a beauty blender, a damp one, underneath the eyes to bake, and it almost looks like it breaks up a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with translucent and just dust that all over the skin to set the rest of the face. I'm using my Smith 154 brush. I really love the Smith brushes, they're really lovely. So I'm just picking up what's on the lid. This is translucent, so it has no color to it, which is perfect for just, if you wanted to try this powder out and didn't know what shade you would be, you could just get the translucent and try that out. And if you like it, you can go and try out a colored shade. The powder is very lightweight. It feels very airy, really thin. So finely milled, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. I don't really see it on the skin. It doesn't have like that white cast. So far so good. I think it's time to dust away the under eye bakage and see what it's done to the under eyes. It hasn't gone into cracks, I guess, with my concealer. It's worked really well with that concealer. It doesn't look dry, but that could be because I apply the Banana Bright eye cream underneath. Normally my under eyes are not dry. So far I really like it. It looks very smooth, it looks very pretty on the skin, it sits nice, it doesn't look drying, and it doesn't feel like it's dry on my skin. So since we're using all Kylie products, I'm going to be using the bronzer, the blush, the highlight. So if you guys want to see my review on the bronzers and blushes and highlights, I do have that in a previous video. I'll link it down below. But this is my shade. This is Almond. I'm using this big MAC fluffy brush for my bronzer. I really like a good fluffy brush for distributing bronzer. I just feel it's so nice and aired out that way. Aired out, what? So I'm just lightly applying this bronzer all over. A little bit on the jawline. Give us some dimension. There we go. Moving on to blush. This is my favorite from her range. It's called Close to Perfect. I've used it so many times. It's that perfect peachy pink shade. It's so stunning on the skin, and it's a matte finish. So it's so beautiful. I'm gonna pick this up with my Smith 118. This is a beautiful blush brush. Just a little bit on the apples of the cheeks. Just marry that bronzer and the blush together. So pretty, right? For highlight, I'm using Dreaming of Diamonds. This is like a true light gold. Just up here. So stunning. Highlight brings me alive. A little bit down the bridge of the nose. Just a little boop. For lips, I'm just using this Kat Von D Bow and Arrow lip liner. And I'm just going to line the lips a little bit. Make them look a little bit fuller. I'm actually going to be using the LA lip kit, and it's really peachy, a little bit pinky, so it's not like anything she's wearing in the picture, but I'm just going to make it a little bit darker, and I just want a matte lip, so I wanted to use this one. It's definitely really peachy, but I'm hoping to make it a little bit darker. So what I'm going to do is just dab it in. So it's drying a little bit darker, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of a brown lip liner. I'm going to see how the lip looks in a little bit, so let's go back into baking the jawline area. So I'm going to be using yellow again. And let's do the sides of the nose. Okay, so time to dust this off and let's see what we're left with. Tiny nose, great. That's really nice. Wow, okay. Let's do a little spray to complete the look. So this is the complete look, guys. What do you think? My thoughts on the powders, I really like them. I think the finish is really nice. The translucent powder works really well for an everyday look. I really see myself using the translucent a lot. For more glam looks, I 100% will be using the yellow. I really like the way it brightened up my under eyes, cleaned up my jawline area, and just cinched in my nose a little bit. It's undetectable on the skin. It does have that soft focus effect, and it's a really thin and finely milled powder. So if you guys like those sort of powders and you don't want that dramatic super matte like drying look, then you'll really like these. So I think they're really good. They're affordable in my opinion, not for us in the UK because of the customs charges, but I really enjoy this, and I'm glad I got these two shades. I don't see myself wasting these at all, so you guys will see me using this more often. Let me know what you think of the look. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave me a comment down below, like this video if you want to, and please subscribe if you enjoy my content. So I'll love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.